Hi guys, I got an unboxing today for you of the Gigabyte Z77-UP5 the TH stands for Thunderbolt, as I'm sure you can see the Thunderbolt logo in the middle of the box there. So just a quick outlook is the new Gigabyte Ultra Durable 5, ultra cool, ultra efficient, ultra performance. These IR power stages won the Best of Computex 2012 and actually last month won the Tom's Hardware Motherboard of the Year award as well. Reason why I went for this motherboard as opposed to some of the Asus ROG boards, mainly due to the Thunderbolt really. I know this board has been used for many Hackintosh builds. If that's something I might look towards in the future, I'm already have that ability on the board and support as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the back of the board now. Okay, so you can see the cool port power inside and out. It's a 2x copper PCB with a humidity layer in between them. This just basically gives you an overview of the new IR power stages as opposed to a traditional MOSFET, the more latest ones, but then Gigabyte's superior model. It's got dual Thunderbolt, as you can see there, dual Thunderbolt on board, so that's dual 10 gigabits per second. Now I've heard something about Intel have made it so you can potentially have one of the ports, because it's asynchronous, so it can go 10 gigabits up, 10 gigabits down. I've heard something about Intel have made the chipset so it can just do 20 gigabits in one way, or if it's got the dual gigabits it can potentially pair them together and make it a 40 gigabit connection. Now I don't know if that applies to this board. If it does, if anyone knows, please reply in the comments below, because that's something that's potentially quite useful. Anything else we need to look at really on the back? 3D power engine. It's got the 3D UEFI BIOS. I'm sure you can have a look at other videos that show you a bit more about the 3D BIOS. To be honest, it's not something that really appeals to me. Yep, okay, and it also comes with, I'm sure you can see here, it's got a Bluetooth 4.0 Wi-Fi card, which takes up a PCIe slot. That's for, I think it's 802.11n, 300 megabits per second, looks like it there. Dual BIOS, so obviously if you're overclocking and things like that and something goes wrong, it will just flip back over to the default BIOS. Okay, so I'm just going to bear with me because I'm on my I'm filming this with my Galaxy Note at the moment, so sorry about the camera's a bit shaky. So I'm just going to open up the side of the box. Now I haven't looked at this yet. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what it contains. Just going to put the camera down for a second. Right, so inside the Gigabyte box is a white box. And I'm not sure, I might have this upside down. It looks like, no, I put it the right way. Oh no, I did have it upside down. Never mind, these things happen I suppose. Alright. I'm just going to try, there we go. Okay, so in the top box, obviously we have the motherboard. It's quite nice. I'll look again at that in a second. Let's place that to one side. Okay, so you've got your usual I/O shield for the back. Looks like SATA connectors. Got a whole host of SATA connectors here. There's 1, 2, 3. There's your USB connector. Now there's a bracket for which you can fit in a 5 1/4 inch, or if you've got an adapter or a floppy bay. So it can be quite handy, gives you another two USB 3 ports. SLI bridge, always handy. One of the Wi-Fi antenna aerials. Another antenna aerial. I think they're independent, so one's for the 802.11n and one's for the Bluetooth 4.0. So we've got a user guide manual, pretty standard, takes you through all the BIOS and of course the actual design and layout of the board, so you can familiarise yourself with it. I'll put that to the side. Drivers for the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth adapter. Got your motherboard, utility CD/DVD. Obviously I probably won't even use this, to be fair. I'll just go straight onto the Gigabyte website and download the latest drivers from them directly. What's this? Looks like, not sure, but it looks like French to me. And there's a user manual for the wireless card. All exciting stuff, really. And there's the multilingual installation book. So obviously if you need to know how to install things like your front panel connector, etc., then it's all there for you. I am intrigued to see what this is. Ah, that's the actual card. There we go, that's the actual Wi-Fi card, Wi-Fi Bluetooth card. So let's have a look at that. So we'll just put this box to one side. Box down there. And let's have a look at the Wi-Fi card. Trying to do this one-handed is not advisable. Yeah, bear with me, I'm going to have to put the camera down again. Alright, okay, so I've opened the bag. And there it is, that's tiny. Wow, that is a lot smaller than I imagined. Now I've not built a PC in a few years, since Core 2 Duos came out for one of my friends. So I'm not even sure if that had PCIe. It probably did have PCIe on the board, but that is absolutely tiny. I was expecting a board twice the size of that easily. Obviously it's like half height, pretty straightforward. It looks like a USB connector to the motherboard, plug it into PCIe and away you go. That is absolutely tiny. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that back in, see if I can do one-handed. Hey, alright, one Wi-Fi card. Now the USB front panel 3.5 inch I probably won't be using, to be fair, because my case has already got two USB 3s on it. If you want to have a look at what case I'm using, I'll probably be doing that video will be in this series anyway, so it will be either one following this or one shortly thereafter. So if you're interested to see what case I'm using, please do check out the other videos. So let's put all the cables and the aerials to one side, and let's have a look at the main feature attraction. Of course, the Gigabyte Z77-UP5 Now, I mean, I've got a pretty good deal on this board. Usually in the UK it retails for between sort of £200 to £250 sterling, and I was fortunate enough to see a deal on Amazon where it was for the same price as the UP4TH. I think this comes with some extra features as standard, so it was pretty much a no-brainer really. I was just snap that up, and I have it here today. Okay, so let's get the board out of the box. Wow, that's quite heavy. That's a lot heavier than I imagined. Heavy's good. Okay, what's this? Gigabyte badge. I didn't see that before. Hey. I don't know if I put that on my case, to be fair. I'm trying to go with a theme for my case. I'm not sure about all these stickers and things like that. Let's just put that to one side for the moment. Oh, sorry for blinding you with the lamp. I do apologise for the lighting. It's not ideal, really. I mean, I did try having my I got a sequence of lights on the ceiling, but whenever I had the spotlights on, I was just getting reflections from the light from above. So unfortunately, I have to have a lamp by the side. It's the best way I could deal with it, really. Okay, so let's see if I can. This is really, really heavy. I'm actually quite surprised by how heavy this is. Slide it. No, can't do it one-handed. Bear with me again. Okay. Oh, smells good. Wow, so there we go. There's our Gigabyte motherboard. It's got 3 PCI here, which you can. I think you can only do SLI on this motherboard. I don't know if you can do 3-way SLI stroke crossfire or not. I'm going to be running SLI. I've always been kind of an NVIDIA video guy, really. It kind of flip-flops between the two though. Obviously ATI release a card, or stroke AMD release a card, and then 4 or 5 months later NVIDIA release a card which beats them, and it just flip-flops between the two. It's all about personal preference, really. I prefer NVIDIA for the physics support at the moment. So okay, let's have a look around the board here. We've got the 4 DIMM slots for your RAM. There's an activity light for the boot up post, so if there's anything going wrong you get a digital display. Power on off switch, reset switch, CMOS reset switch. There's 2 SATA 3, 600 megabits per second, and there's 4 SATA 2 on the actual board. Bit of a shame, really didn't have more in terms of SATA 3. Obviously it's backwards compatible anyway, but I think it's a limitation of the Z77 chipset in combination with just what the features are going on the board here. Okay, so let's quick look at the actual overview of the board. If I can just turn this around, we can see a back plate here just about. Obviously you've got your VGI, DVI, 2 USB 3 here, HDMI, 2 USB 2, an eSATA. I think that's eSATA 3 as well, maybe? It might be just SATA 2, I'm not entirely sure. You've got your Gigabit LAN, 2 more USB 3, those 2 little tiny things here. That's the reason why I bought this board. It's Thunderbolt. They might say, well, there's nothing really comes out of Thunderbolt at the moment. Well, that is true, but I wanted to have this board last me 3-4 years, so I want to make sure it's future proof. And obviously, if I get the Thunderbolt, I can use that for connecting to NAS devices, etc. Get the maximum throughput. Apparently, you can copy a terabyte in 5 minutes. Which is just absolutely crazy. And then you got your 5.1 onboards there, and an optical out. Okay, so that's my overview of the Gigabyte Z77-UP5 As I say, I've got a few more videos coming up, so if you want to see the rest of the unboxings in this sequence, please do have a look at the channel and like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much.